Kevin VanDam here, and we're back again with my good buddy Louis Stout for Michiana Outdoors, and you know, we're frogging right now. And if you look here in the background, this is perfect, classic Southern Michigan, you know, shallow water frogging water. The thing about these baits is they're very versatile. You don't have to just fish them in slop, but they're very good for this. So, you know, when I'm faced with conditions like this, where you really got a big overhead canopy, you want to have a frog that makes a lot of noise, that's a little heavier, and can move some of that slime out of the way to help the fish find it. So, you know, I prefer the Strike King Sexy Frog for that. It's a little heavier frog. It works real good in this cheese. It's still decent, you know, if there's some open holes and things like that, but it really displaces a lot of water. And to be honest with you, when it's really thick like this, the color is less important. If I'm fishing where there's a lot of open holes, you know, I'm going to use natural colors. Without a doubt, you know, most of the bass that are living in stuff like this, they're eating bluegill. So you want to have bluegill type pattern. So a natural frog pattern, a natural bluegill type pattern, you know, the browns, the creams, the lighter colors like that can be very good. You know, that's a really good pattern right there. And a pointed bait just comes through the water a lot better through this column. So this is a new pad perch from Strike King, and it's a new pointed version. We came out with the poppin' perch last year. This is a brand new little pipsqueak poppin' perch. It's a small size. And to be honest, I like to throw the poppin' versions more in open areas. They walk really well. If I've got holes in the lily pads, or if I'm skipping them around boat docks and things like that, that poppin' perch is the way to go. I mean, it's super lively in the water, and it has a ton of action. And again, you can pick a real natural color to match that forage. So on these bright days like this and clear water, you know, these green pumpkins, the browns, black is hard to beat. If you got some wind and the lake's a little colored up, that's when some brighter colors, you know, some things with some white in it that are going to be easier for them to find, especially in thick mats and things like this, are going to be the way to go. But you know, it's a versatile technique. You don't have to just have heavy cover. You know, I'm always going to throw it on a rod with braid. I use 65-pound braid. You know, a Smoke S3 high-speed bait cast reel, I throw an 8-to-1, because a lot of the times you're really making, you know, a precise cast, and then, you know, a lot of it's wasted. You're reeling it in with that 8-to-1 gear ratio. I can get it in quick and make another presentation. And I use a rod that has a nice tip to it. I like, you know, if I'm in stuff like this, I like a 7-4. It's a medium heavy. You want something with a tip that really allows that bait to work, to really get it to walk when you get it to those little open holes. And I'm going to fish fast and stuff like this. You know, you want to keep that bait moving and try to get the fish to show themselves. So, you know, I'll hop it along and try to just get it to move that cheese and that slime like that. And if one moves underneath it, then I'll cast right back in there and just work it real slow and give the fish time to eat it. Or if they blow up on it, you can get right back in there and get them to go. That way you can cover a lot of water with it. If you've got just very limited water, then you can really slow down and fish it. But these are great baits. They're great for, you know, boat docks, for grass vegetation like this. They're good in open water. But my classic frogging in Southern Michigan is water just like this. The pads, the flat pads, a little bit of cheese, maybe some weed mats blown in there, anything like that that gives an overhead canopy to them, those bass are going to get under.